Malacanang cannot say when President Rodrigo Duterte will resume his official activities after 3 straight days of rest. Presidential spokesman Ernesto Abella on Thursday says, quote, "Let's just put it this way, he is resting for some time." Abella makes a statement when asked when the public could expect the president to have official meetings or public activities again. Thursday marks Duterte's 4th consecutive day of rest, the longest stretch for the president not to have any official activities. In February, Duterte's private time lasted 3 days. Abella insists Duterte is in excellent health. He says, quote, "The president is well. After all, you need to consider he has been on the road for at least 23 days, fulfilling his martial law supervision, so it has been really brutal." Malacanang canceled Duterte's appearance at the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency anniversary on Wednesday. His flight to Davao City on Wednesday was also canceled. Abella says Duterte is in Manila. The last time the public saw the president was Sunday night during the arrival of the remains of soldiers slain in Marawi City at Villamor Air Base in Pasay City. Duterte skipped his first Independence Day rites as president the next day. Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello lifts the suspension of the deployment of workers to Qatar. Bello says the decision was recommended by Foreign Secretary Alan Cayetano and the Philippine Overseas Labor Office in Doha after assessing the situation in Qatar. The Philippine government imposed a moratorium on June 6 after Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states severed diplomatic ties with Qatar for allegedly supporting terrorism. Qatar repeatedly denied the claim. The Philippine government earlier partially lifted the suspension and limited it only to workers whose documents have yet to be processed. A foreign journalist covering government clashes with local terrorist groups in Marawi City survives a stray bullet that hit his neck Thursday. Adam Harvey of the Australian Broadcasting Corporation was reportedly taking photos inside the compound of the provincial capital when the incident happened. Harvey is rushed to the infirmary and declared out of danger. The Australian journalist says he is lucky to survive. Harvey tweets, quote, "I'm okay. Bullet is still in my neck but it missed everything important." It is the first known incident involving a journalist covering the Marawi crisis. But there are at least 3 previous incidents of media vehicles in Marawi City reportedly hit by stray bullets. The capital, the nearby headquarters of the Army's 103rd Brigade, and other areas previously declared cleared of Maute presence is the subject of harassment in recent days. Snipers appear to be indiscriminately firing at these locations from a distance. A sniper bullet pierced through a wall of a mosque near the brigade headquarters last week and killed a 14-year-old boy who was praying inside. Malacanang reminds journalists covering the Marawi crisis to stay objective and out of trouble. Presidential spokesman Ernesto Abella appeals to journalists to see the acts of local terrorists in the words in the context that this is basically an action of rebellion. There has been some debate about whether to call the actions of the Maute group in Marawi rebellion or terrorism. Abella adds, quote, "Take the necessary precautions and stay safe while covering conflicts." The Tourism Department scraps its partnership with McCann World Group Philippines after the advertising company was accused of plagiarizing a South African tourism commercial.
After a diligent review of the ad materials in question, the Department of Tourism has decided to discontinue its partnership with McCann Worldwide Group Philippines. In the midst of the controversy, the Department of Tourism expects a public apology from McCann over the negative feedback that the department has been receiving owing to the glaring similarities between McCann's sites ad and South Africa's ad released in 2014.
The DOT adds it will return to its previous slogan, "It's more fun in the Philippines," junking the new slogan that was used in the McCann commercial, "Experience the Philippines." The site's commercial has since been removed from the DOT's Facebook page. The DOT statement on Thursday is a reversal of its previous stand on the controversy. It initially said it was standing by the commercial on Tuesday. McCann earlier denied the plagiarism allegations. Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry on Wednesday says he probably won't go if the team is invited to visit the White House after winning the NBA championship. Curry says, quote, "Somebody asked me about it a couple of months ago, a hypothetical, if a championship were to happen, what would I do? I answered, I wouldn't go. I still feel that way today." Curry's comment comes 2 days after the Dubs defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers to reclaim the NBA championship. It is a tradition in the United States that professional sports teams visit the White House after capturing their league title. But controversial policies and statements by United States President Donald Trump have upset many American professional athletes, including players from the predominantly African-American NBA. Curry expects the issue to eventually be discussed as a group. He says, quote, "We'll handle that accordingly and responsibly and do the right thing for us individually and as a group."